How many times have you said, what you think I said isn't exactly what I meant? I repeat that almost every day. And sometimes the things that I say isn't exactly what I meant to say. People hear all kinds of things. They hear things that you didn't say, but then there are the times that they actually hear what you do say. You know, I just finished speaking at Audio Feed. Great festival. We had such a great time. And I hope that if you have an opportunity to hang out in the sanctuary tent next year, that you will, because we just had a great time. We'd love to have you part of it. But one of my good friends said, "Did you realize that you stated 3 times, not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, that Satan is not our adversary?" And I said, "No, I didn't." He goes, "Yeah, you really did." And I did. And what I meant to say was that Satan is not a threat. The Bible clearly says he's an adversary. And I repeated that 3 times. And all of a sudden, I just got this feeling of horror inside and thinking, oh my gosh, people are going to think that I believe that he's not our adversary, that I don't believe what the scripture says. And I went through this whole thing, and I even had a little difficulty sleeping that night because I thought, wow, I misled these people, you know. Well, if they listened to my whole talk, they understood what I was saying. But yet, I can't believe I made that mistake, and I can't believe I said that, because I know better, and I can't believe I used that word when I know better, even with that word. You know, I'd love to go back in my whole life and take back some things that I've said. Go back and say, you know, I didn't really mean it that way, or I've learned something since then. I don't believe that anymore, or, you know, all of those things. And I think all of us would love to go back and do that. The most difficult part of that isn't necessarily, though, how I feel about it. It's what other people assume about it. Right over here is a picture that is awesome. And sometime I'll show you the whole picture. But I had a good friend draw it. And it's a picture, basically, like Paul says, you know, the road is straight, it's level, there's nothing on it. He said, you were running a good race, who cut in on you? And in this picture, there are, you know, demons and different things yelling at this guy and accusing him, and, you know, like Satan does with us, he's our accuser. But he lies. That's his biggest thing. And so, you know, the picture depicts that. Well, somebody wrote in this week, somebody who watches my podcast, and maybe you're listening to me right now, and said, you know, I'm concerned about that voodoo picture on your wall. As if I would have a voodoo picture. You know, folks, why do we assume things like that? Why do we do that? You know, there are people that watch my podcast for a long, long time, and then all of a sudden they assume something that is totally out of my character. I think we have to give each other a little bit of slack. You know, sometimes the things that I say aren't exactly what I mean. People who really are close to me know that. They know that sometimes I have that problem. And I kind of give the slack to the people around me too, because I know them. And sometimes the things that they say are because they made a mistake with words, or they're going through a tough time today, or they're confused about a particular issue. But I'm not on the attack with it because I know them. And sometimes I think we just have to give each other a little bit of slack. You know what I'm saying? We have to quit being so quick to judge and to jump on something that's opposite of who the person is and, you know, what they would normally say. And we really have to learn how to love a little more unconditionally, especially our friends. So that's what I want to say. As you can hear, my messages are coming in fast and furious. I guess I better get to work. God bless you. Have a great day.